about housing, how to buy your house in Nigeria, estate management, and co. So, welcome to the studio, sir. Hello.
Oh, good evening. How are you, sir?
Yeah, that will be Mr. Akishola from
That's right.
Ava de Mallorca, Spain. And
That's
with
right.
us as well is welcome, madam. Madam
Hello, good
Victoria from.
evening. Hello, good
How are
evening,
you today?
everybody. Very fine, thank you. How are you too?
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
That's good.
Um, what would you have to tell us about estate management? What can you tell us about estate management? That will go to you, Mrs. Victoria.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm sure we are all doing well. Well, estate management, like you said, what we are actually associates of Marydave Associates Limited, and then what we do is actually we try to help Nigerians in diaspora who have an interest in real estate. What we're actually into is real estate, and estate management is actually part of what we do because it's a vast procedure, it's a vast process that involves a lot of other things. So one of the things we do, like what you asked, is estate management. In talking in respect to that, then we're talking about that is managing of properties for people who already have investments back home and who need reliable and trustworthy people to help them actually in managing what they have in terms of estate management. But what we offer is actually much more than that. And in the course of this interview, you actually get to know more about what we do as associates of Marydave Associates Unlimited. Thank you.
So, Mr. Akishala, do you have anything to say with that? To that?
Well, I think she has said very well. I mean, real estate, as you have asked, it's a very vast industry. Okay, but the truth is that, well, with my own little experience, I found out that a lot of people really have different misconceptions when they hear about real estate. So a lot of people just think about houses, or you build a
Exactly.
house. It's much more than that. I mean, there are so many aspects of the real estate business that people are not, really open to. And those are the things that we really want to help people with, or that we help people with. And also some of the difficulties, in real estate business. So, or let's just say real estate industry. So
Yeah.
just like she said, I mean, housing is part of it, but also land resources is also a very huge part of real estate. And of course, the commercial part of it, which a lot of people really don't understand. So that's what Marydave stands for. And those are some of the things that I believe we're going to discuss in the course of the interview.
Exactly.
Okay. You made mention of something, Mr. Akishola. You said that
Yes.
it goes into so many ways, and people misunderstand real estate business. And I know
Yes.
you have explained a little bit, but I want you to
Yeah.
go deeper.
Okay, well, if I will go a little deeper, I can't really talk about everything here. When you talk about real estate, all right, one of them is land resources. Okay, real estate has to do with buying of lands, selling of lands. Okay, and also the use of land, because there are certain situations where you can also rent land. A lot of people don't know about that. For example, if you are going into farming, if you have interest in farming, you need land to farm. Okay, and when you rent that land to farm, the truth is you are also into real estate. Okay, so that's
Mm.
part of real estate. We have the commercial part of real estate where you build houses. A lot of people have the notion that when you tell them that, oh, come and invest in real estate, what you are trying to say is come and build a house that probably you can live in. No, 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 no. It goes beyond that. Okay,
Beyond
real
that,
estate
yes.
has come to a point where it has become an investment to a lot of people. Okay, so real estate has come to a point where you can even have shareholding with friends, okay? Like you can have like a cooperative and then you invest into real estate. That's what we call the commercial real estate. When you invest in things like hostels, like hotels, like shopping malls, like event centers, those are real estate. I mean, those are commercial real estate that actually brings, you know, some return on investment directly. And so we also have the, let me say, the traditional real estate where, okay, you buy land and then you build on it. You can decide to live in it or your family lives in it. So that's why I said it's broad. Okay, it's
a
broad
broad thing,
and
yeah.
it's a very huge industry that really needs attention. Okay, it needs attention because of the dangers in it, because of the risk, and of course because of the ignorance. Okay,
Yeah.
that a lot of people have about real estate. So I don't know if I did a little bit of justice to that question.
Yeah, you
But
really did. You even educated me more about real estate.
yeah.
Madam Victoria,
Yes.
Mr. Akishala said something just now.
Yeah.
It's like people rent land. What can you tell us about that?
Well, the part of the that's that's why I started by saying actually when you're talking real estate, you're talking a very broad it's a very broad topic, and then so this is one of the reasons really why we have set up a seminar that is coming up on Friday, so that people who really have curiosity, who want to know more on how to make money from real estate can actually take advantage. Now, going back to the question that you asked about the renting of the land. Yeah, when you're talking about renting, we're talking about lease. We call it lease. It's under the lease. That's the term we use for it in under the real estate. And this happens when you actually acquire a land for a purpose. Now, like you mentioned, farming. There are so many other things that you can actually do while you're leasing a land out. You can actually lease, like to set up like a meal, like something that is, it's going to be for a while, but like you don't own the permanent, or you don't have the permanent right or ownership to that land. So it's something that runs for a period of time. Like, okay, say you want to lease this land, okay, for 10 years, for whatever purpose you need it for. And then the owner of the land actually still remains. Like you have people who've got excess of land that is undeveloped, unused, is just lying there, and they have no idea that this actually can generate money for them while it's just lying there and waiting. You can actually be making money from that piece of property that you have by leasing it out to somebody for a period of time. And then you still have the full right to your land, to your property, while you're making money from it. So that actually it's got like branches that can go into like different other avenues. But that is just like, what we're going to be doing tonight is just giving tips of the iceberg, because we have actually set up a very proper avenue for people to really come and feed their curiosity. So what we are doing today is actually for people to prepare their questions and the things, the doubts they have in mind, and then come on Saturday and hear more and learn more. And I'm sure a lot of people will be so excited. We can't wait ourselves because we are so prepared. And then we know that by the time people come in, actually, they will find this like a great lesson to them.
I have a question for you. Where exactly are you talking about when it comes to buying of land? Are you talking about the whole of Africa? Are you talking about Europe? Or are you talking specifically about a country?
Yeah, for now, Marydave covers Nigeria. And what we do is to try and help Nigerians in diaspora. We Nigerians that are abroad who have interest in investing back home. We have our office in Nigeria, and so we also give services to those in Nigeria. But our primary objective actually is to reach out to Nigerians in diaspora who are willing to invest back home. And for one reason or the other, maybe they've been disappointed, maybe they don't even know how to go about it, or maybe they're just confused. Some people even want to do things, they don't even want like their family members to know that they are doing it for different reasons, okay? So what we do right now as Marydave Associates Company is to help Nigerians in diaspora to invest in Nigeria. And when we're talking about Nigeria, we're actually talking about any city in Nigeria, everywhere in Nigeria. We actually covered the whole of Nigeria for now. We are not in Africa, okay? We are just in Nigeria for now. And our intention is to help Nigerians here, abroad, all over in diaspora to make their dreams, their investment dreams come true, for real come true, without disappointment, without being duped, without fighting family members and stuff. So that's we looked into this problem, and we discovered that this is a major problem that people are actually facing here abroad. Like, people really want to do things, but they've tried it before, they failed. Some people are so scared. I mean, some people even got killed, just trying to do things like that at home. And then, after people dupe them and all that, we've heard of different stories. So this is why we are here, okay? We can be, we are, I think that answers your question.
You made mention of something, and I would like this to go to Mr. Akishola.
Okay.
What has your company, your corporation in Nigeria got to do, or how are you planning to protect people that will be investing through your company?
Okay, well, you mean in Nigeria? Well, anywhere, not just necessarily in Nigeria. I think the first thing we need to say, I'm not so much into politics, okay, but I will give a little bit of kudos to the government, the Nigerian government, past and present, because they've been able to standardize a couple of things in Nigeria when it comes to security of resources, okay, and investments. One of the things we try to do for people is the issue of documentation. Okay, documentation of land is one of the major issues that people have. Well, I'm a Yoruba person, and I know what they call, stories in Yoruba. They call it Omunile problem, where where you buy a land and then some people come after some years or after some time, or when you start to develop and they want to take over the land, okay? Those are some of the issues, okay, that people have. This is where our company comes in, because we have our legal backings, we have our lawyers, and also, of course, as you know, you must have your own contacts in the government, okay, that helps us to, that gives us the guarantee and the security to help people get their documentations right. All right. So one thing we don't do at Marydave is to lie to you. Listen, if we are not comfortable with a particular property you are about to invest into, because we also consult for people, we will tell you straight up that, listen, we are not comfortable with this. So if we give you guarantee, okay, that you can go ahead with this particular property or this particular product, it is because we are sure, we are guaranteed of the security of your investment. And we also give a 100% refund in case something happens. Because I'm not going to tell you that, it's not going to be heaven. Okay, we've had issues, we have cases where maybe somebody has invested before and then all of a sudden wants to withdraw. Okay, I'm not interested anymore. We give you a 100% guarantee that. So in case you we are managing the property on your behalf, and you have issues, there is that guarantee for you, okay, that you're going to get your investment back, your 100% refund. Then also when it comes to payment issues, all right, thank God for the BVN in Nigeria, that's the verification number. That actually helps companies and government and the bank to actually trace, okay, and track every payment. And if there is any fraud, in payment, the bank has the right. The banks are well insured. I know we remember during the time of I think President Obasanjo that they did the capitalization of the banks. Okay, so that really helped a lot. So the banks can actually make refund of your payments. Okay, if there is any fraudulent act, they can refund you your money back and stop the transaction. And so it will not be B2B, it will be bank to bank, okay? So bank to bank, they will sort out that issue. Wherever the money has come from or the money has gone into, they'll be able to retrieve it. So these are some of the issues that we try to solve for people, and we've been solving. And also, we help people with their privacy, okay? So there are a couple of people that don't want others to know that they have investment in real estate, or they have that. So you can come through us, all right? So we can guarantee you that nobody is going to see your face. The only face they will see is Marydave, while you have the confidence, and the assurance that your investment is secured. Okay, so these are some of the things that we do, and we are still trying to do for Nigerians, especially Nigerians that are abroad, and most especially those that do not have the right, okay, or the allowance to travel presently, that are not, that probably don't have their legal stay in the country they have. So you are not stopped from investing in real estate in Nigeria. If you come through Marydave, you can be guaranteed that you have an investment that is not somebody taking some pictures of your neighbor's property as yours. Okay, so you have that guarantee that, okay, my investment is safe and is secure. So just to cap it up, Marydave is a registered business in Nigeria. And as we know, these days, before you can have an account as a registered company, the bank carries out an investigation of your registration with the Corporate Affairs Commission. And every registered company now must have their tax number. You must have your tax form filled and everything. I think there are a couple of things that have been done by the government that really helps investment to be secured. And we are tapping into that. We are leveraging on that at Marydave also.
Okay. You made mention of something, but I wouldn't let you answer that question. I would
Okay.
I would prefer her to answer the question. You said you manage properties. You made mention of something like that. What does that mean?
Yeah.
You want me to answer that question, no?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, when we talk about managing properties, it's quite simple. It's just literally saying it itself, but I'll still explain. Now, like we've got people too here. When you talk to them about investing, they say, no, I've got properties at home. I mean, I have this, I have that. Now, what we do, that's why I said we offer a wide range of services that covers almost every intention, of an investor, or somebody who has already invested, or somebody who is planning to invest. Like when we say we manage properties, we've got people at home who have tried, they have built property, they have properties erected at home, and for example, somebody who's got a house or blocks of flats, rented it out. Some put it actually in care of their family members. This is just a very straightforward and simple practical example. And then they put it in care of maybe a member of the family, and it's chaos, like it's always like, okay, who has paid, who has not paid. That's just the layman's explanation. That's the way I can explain for like everybody that's listening now to just understand, simple and plain like that. And then you can imagine the struggle. The struggle is real when it comes to that. So it's not just about you, building your property. Is about you getting return on what you have, or on your sweat, on what you have worked for. And when we say managing of property as well, some people you have your properties at home, and when you go home, you're so like disappointed. You're so disappointed at the level of degradation, mismanagement, and all that. That's another layman's explanation. Another one is when we say we manage properties too. We have people who are constructing. You tell your people, okay, you have a vision, you have an idea in your brain that this is how I want my thing to be done, and then when you get home, is all battle, is fight, like real fight. Like, what is this? People can go to any extent, to twist other people's hands. They will you'll be so disappointed at the value you'll be getting for the sweat and the money you worked for. People won't just be honest enough to give you your value for money. They will use the list of the substandard items and products that you'll be so disappointed. You'll be so disappointed. So when I just decided to answer you in a layman's language, like for me and you, our people, to understand what we are talking about. But professionally is bigger than that. But in a layman's explanation, so when we say we manage properties, we can help you actually from the beginning to the end. Like even you have something you're coming up with, you're constructing, and you want to be sure about value for your money, for your sweat. So we can actually help you to do that. And then if you've got something done already and you want your properties properly managed, maybe with the tenants you have, the collection of your rents, the management of your property, because when the people who have rented your property know you are not there and actually nobody cares, when you get home, you'll be very, very unhappy at what you see. So when we talk about that, this is just one of the things we do. When we talk about managing of properties, so managing in the sense of erecting the property, managing in terms of application when it comes to rent and all that.
I want you guys to break down the English a little bit.
Okay.
So for the purpose of clarity,
Yes.
we've been saying properties. What
Yes.
exactly are the things called properties?
Properties.
That will go to Mr. Akishola because he's the professor here in Spain. So
When you say property is what is in your name. Property na
Yeah.
proper. You say my property.
Proper. My thing.
My proper thing. Okay,
My proper thing. Yes.
Something will belong to you, will be your own.
Yeah.
The
Joking.
teacher is speaking.
Listen, jokingly, I used to tell my wife, Una, you be my property, because I don't buy you. I don't pay your dowry, so you don't become mine. Okay, so when we talk about property, now something where you don't take your sweat build, okay, something where you don't take your money, where you don't put your money into. That's your property. Your property, if it be land, if it be house, okay, if it be your father's inheritance. Are you getting me now? Because there are people like that. You have inheritance, maybe they want to cheat you, they want to take your land. We can step in. We have legal advisors, we have our lawyers, we can step in for you. We claim it back for you and things like that. So, but when you talk about property, I think everybody is a very common word in Nigeria. Property now my thing. My thing now my property.
My thing.
Or my father thing, or my family thing. Something that belongs.
Now I can understand your English. You are speaking my own English now.
Yes.
So let me ask you one question. You made mention of something just now, which is very important to the public. It can help people get back their land. How is that possible when you are not the one that secured the land in the first place?
Well, what I mean by that is if you need legal
assistance.
Legal assistance, because there are people that don't know where to go to. Are you getting me now?
Yes.
And the truth is there are so many things that go on when it comes to land issues. Let me explain this. There are certain land, like we all know, every land for Nigeria belongs to the government. Let's not fool ourselves. Even if now your grandpa own them, the government can come tomorrow and say they want to use the place. So yeah, get out. There is nothing you will do.
No compensation.
No matter who you are. So, but what happens now is what people should always try to do is to get government documents. Listen, if you have government documents on a land, it means that nobody can take it from you. Anybody that comes, you have the right, you have what it takes to go to court and fight it. But if na just story, you wan go take fight for land, you go end up using juju.
What kind of documents are we even talking about? That goes to Mrs. Victoria.
Okay. Sorry, just looking into something here. Okay, when we're talking documentation, we have it's in stages. Okay, it's in stages. I'll just quickly get something for reference because I have some points jotted. So I'll just get it down here. Sorry. So when we're talking documents, it varies. It varies, and it depends on from who you have procured your properties with or from. But before I answer that question, what I would like to say is that we at Marydave Associates, what we do is try to get most of the properties we deal in, that we actually directly deal in, they are properties that are within, let me use the word estates. Let me use the word estate because estate is the layman's word that everybody will understand. And when I say this, this means that these are properties or, yeah, these are products that are virtually or actually without any discrepancy. They are problem free properties. Like what Brashala talked about, like we said from the beginning, like it's a vast thing. We go into everywhere. But the ones we have when it comes to property and the documentation, which is the question you asked me, is that to start with, what we have as our products, they are usually within estate coverage. And when we say they are within estate coverage, that means the kind of documentation we have on them, we actually is actually problem free. Okay, when we use problem free, let's go to layman omonile free. Government, they are properties that have been the professional word is excision, that have been permission has been taken from government and is being granted for such a property to be sold. Okay, it's different from the piece of land in my father's yard, that you buy today and then tomorrow somebody can come up and say, okay, here is actually marked. After you've built the house, they say, okay, this house is going to be demolished because you have built it on a government piece, or maybe on maybe on an expressway or something like that. So what we first try to do is to guarantee security on the properties that we sell. Okay, either built properties or pieces of lands. Okay, so the ones you will be buying through us, they are actually those that have gone through the proper processing. We have acquired the proper documentation that is necessary and needed, okay, before selling. So you are sure to be buying into a very secured product that is not going to have future problems, that is not going to come up with problems that you will now start running, looking for lawyers and buying and repaying on land. Just for clarification. But then when we talk about the type of document, we have the CFO is the one we all know, which is the major. That's the certificate of occupancy. That is the major one. Okay, we have a session. We have the one they call a list of agreement. We have a lot of documentation, but it depends on, like, if it's somebody's property, for example, making reference to Mr. Akishola's point, if it's somebody's property that has already been bought, what we need to ask first is, what type of documentation do you have on that piece that is causing you trouble? Then from that is where the legal team will be able to take it up. But when it comes to the type of documentation, the ones we give have, if it's an estate, we have the global CFO, for example. Okay, then we have the one that is the excision in process, and all other ones which are very secured. You can buy into them and be very rest assured that this is not going to come up with futuristic problems for you. So when it comes to documentation, it actually depends on where and what we are talking about. Okay, but it ranges from agreement. Some people buy lands and all they have on it is just ordinary receipts. Ordinary receipt from the seller. It has not gone through any form of processing, and then we have some that you actually buy and then you go and you have your CFO. When you have that CFO, you are sure that this, come rain or shine, is actually my property. So it ranges. So that's the way I will answer. It ranges, yeah.
Okay, so I would like to know about this event coming up on the 30th of March, which is on Saturday, from 7 p.m. to 9. Mr. Shola,
yes, sir.
What exactly do you want to do? What is the purpose of this event?
Well, it's called Checkmate. Okay, Checkmate. I think it's part of the things we've been talking about. We really want to go into details about investments and investing in real estate. We have the CEO of Marydave Associates coming down from the UK. He's going to be here himself. I've met him a couple of times. We spend some time together. This guy is loaded. When it comes to wealth of knowledge and experience, when it comes to kindness, when someone has passion. And I just want to say personally, on a personal note, for those that know me, I love helping people. I'm a people person. and I've seen this guy. I know that it's beyond business for him. Okay, so
Exactly.
we really want to passionately attend to people's questions, not just teaching, because people really know stuff. Okay, when it comes to real estate, they know stuff because they've gone through stuff. People have gone through all kinds. And so I think one thing we'll be doing is we're going to be having different sessions. We have sessions for teaching, and then we have sessions for question and answer, and session for also to to rub minds together, but also to present some products, okay, that are very, very, very lucrative and okay in Nigeria. And then we'll
Powerful.
definitely officially be, introducing Marydave paid,
Yes.
because we are the associates representing Spain. So, but we
Spain.
are starting with Palma de Mallorca. Okay, so we are having our first seminar, which is coming up on Saturday, like you said. There, it's going to be from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's just 2 hours, but I'm telling you, it's going to be powerful 2 hours. And the venue is Calle Margarida Caimari, number 24 and 26. I mean, let me describe to those that are in Palma that I know are coming. Some of you have
Yes.
received the invitation card, but I'm officially inviting everybody. I've been extremely busy. I am a very, very open person. I've been very busy. I've not been able to take my invitation to
Take the
everybody.
invitations. Exactly.
If you are watching me right now, I am personally and humbly inviting you to come on Saturday. It's not going to be a time wasted. Just behind Plaza España, okay, there is one instituto, okay, just behind Plaza España, behind the hotel in Plaza España. The street is just the street in front of that instituto. Okay, it's between that instituto and one, is it library or bookstore?
Library.
One that
So
is there.
books.
So it is that street. But once you put that address on your Google map, it comes out. It's very, very, central. So that's what we're going to be doing there. We're going to be having a wonderful time together, talking about real estate, rubbing minds together, and opening up people's minds, okay, to things that they thought they have known before. But honestly
But they
speaking,
do not know.
we really have not really gotten to know much.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing on Saturday.
So if they want to contact for further information before Saturday, how can they
Yeah.
reach out to you guys?
Well, I think our phone numbers are on the screen right
On the
now.
screen.
Else, I can just quickly put it forth. It's mine is 633-644-261.
My own
If
is
you
six
if
six
you
three
if you try,
two.
sorry, if you try to call me and I don't pick it, send me a
You won't.
WhatsApp, because I might not pick it. Okay, I'm always in one meeting or one
Oh dear.
office.
Okay.
But once you send me a WhatsApp, I will call you or reply to you. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
My contact is 632-701-035. You can actually call me at any time. You know, anointed fingers. Me, I have more time. Brashala is difficult to get, Mr. Akishala. But for me, you can actually call me if you have any question or if you want more information about it. It's practically said it all. It's going to be happening on Saturday, and it's going to be a great and powerful 2 hours, of rubbing minds together. There's no memes, no wasting of time. This is straight to the point. If you've got any question concerning real estate investment, if you've got any question concerning buying, selling, what you've got, what you want to manage, whatever you've got, just come prepared for us, and we'll be there. I mean, to open more lights, and then you will know that this is for real. I mean, this is the real thing now. When you're talking wealth in Nigeria now, when you take oil and gas, I think the next thing anybody would want to talk about is real estate. It's not just about buying land and selling land. Don't get it wrong. You come around and know more. You're going to see the products we have on that day. We're going to show you what we have and the opportunities that are here, that are there within. It's time for us in diaspora to start shining too. Please let us stop mediocrity. Let us stop doing small things. Let us stop doing tiny, tiny things. Let us try to open up our minds and be ready. Because I mean, wealth is for everyone. Nobody is special. It's about the knowledge and the information you have and how you put them to use. So this is what I just have to say, that you need to be there on Saturday and be punctual, because it's going to be very brief. It's just 2 hours. If you decide to come later, I will not be there anymore. It's just 2 hours. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. prompt. Just be there and come prepared, okay, with all your criticisms, with all your questions, with all your doubts, whatever you got. You come around on Saturday and we'll be there, for us to talk together, rub minds together, and learn from one another. That's what I have to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akishola and Mrs. Victoria. Thank you for educating the public. And have you got something to say before you go?
Well, I just want to say thank you to Cleveland and also for the initiative of the PFAD, okay, the immigration program that is coming up. I'm telling you and I'm saying to the public that Marydave will also be represented in that event. And I just want to use the opportunity to say that we are part of that and we really appreciate our culture. And I want to say thank you to everybody that has listened and will be sharing the video and making comments and asking questions. And thanks ahead for those that will be coming on Saturday. I want to say thank you to my associate, my associate partner. She's been doing a great job, even because I'm very busy. I want to say thank you to everybody. I think that's just all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Well, like I just said, I just gave my close-up speech a while ago, but it's just thank you, and then you will be very surprised on Saturday if you can make it. All I can say to you is this. I mean, there's a revolution in Spain now. I mean, we are Spain associates. Marydave has got associates in about 6 other countries in Europe and United States of America. Spain has come to stay, and I want to tell you all that you should be prepared. Because we are tired of doing small things, We in Spain, we are tired of being known for doing small things. Okay, so this is an opportunity for us actually to expand. If you've been dreaming small before, it's actually time for you to start dreaming big. Because something big has come to you. And not as it only come to you, it has come to you affordably. Because what we have to offer actually spreads to all. There is no I cannot do it. Because when people think property, they actually think millions and billions. But you'll be very surprised at what you will hear and learn if you come on Saturday. You can actually know that those tiny little drops you have, can actually be used for something that is going to yield for you in a very short period of time. So we're not talking about small things. We're not talking about land and I build. I don't build that. I don't get 3 houses. No. We're talking about you now investing and getting very good returns for your investment. But we don't want to say it all. Okay, tonight. We can't say it all because what we have is just 30 minutes of this interview. All you need to do is come on Saturday. Come prepared. That's all I can say to you. When you come on Saturday, then you will know what we are talking about for real. So thank you for listening. Thank you for those that will listen later. And like my partner Julie said, thank you for those that will be coming on Saturday. We'll be very honored to have you around. It's going to be a very cute family gathering and we're going to have so much fun. So don't be left out. Don't let them come and gist you. Come with your own ears and your own eyes and come and see and hear for yourself. So we'll be hoping to see you on Saturday. So before then, stay blessed. And thank you, Cleveland. We appreciate you. This medium is beautiful. You're actually giving voices to people. We're giving voices to people. And I'm very proud to say that we actually have this in Spain. And it's just a beautiful thing. Thank you so very much for bringing us up here in your platform. We appreciate you. God bless you.
And everyone out there, if you want to buy your property, we are talking about land, house, whatever you want to buy, please contact the 2 people that are just spoken now. They are professionals. And they will be having a seminar coming Saturday, 7 p.m. at Plaza Espire. Come and learn. You can never know it all. Until you come, you will find out there is more to learn. Thank you very much and good night, Mr. and Mrs. I don't want to call you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.